Warm greetings and a pleasant morning to all participants, students, our colleagues from the academy, from government service, and of course our partners. And welcome to the 17th International Auchenorrhyncha Congress and 13th International Workshop on Leafhoppers and Planthoppers of Economic Significance. Like Dr. Noor, I was also surprised. I did a double take on the invitation. I thought it was a tongue twister, but I practice it. Auchenorrhyncha. I'm doing it well. It's okay. Okay. And I share a connection also with Dr. Baker because not on the technical side, the Baker Hall, the historic Baker Hall, is one of the sports centers here in UP Los Baños, and it was my practice facility. I was a student athlete before here for basketball, so in a way, I share that history with him. But I'm also glad to know that aside from food and from entomology and plant science, I share that history with them. I'm grateful to be part of this Congress and workshop with a theme, Auchenorrhyncha without borders. This workshop is indispensable in line with the key thrust of the Department of Agriculture and our new Minister, Francisco Chulo Real Jr., which is mainly to increase food production, digitization, and modernization of agriculture. Of course, food production, as I read, the FAO noted that almost 40% of our food production globally is lost to pests and diseases. So imagine that, the challenges of climate change, and then we have this challenge of pest and disease. By the way, Dr. Kawili mentioned earlier that my background, well, my professional career was mostly on the sanitary and phytosanitary side. I came from the biosecurity arm of the Department of Agriculture of the Bureau of Plant Industry. So I know how hard it is, or how challenging it is, and your theme for this workshop, really, Auchenorrhyncha without borders, is really fit. Maybe when I was still a young career guy, I started with quarantine. I really didn't have an idea what it was. Really, before plant quarantine, biosecurity, because in the academy, we were not really focused on that. We did have entomology and plant pathology, but integrating the message of our chancellor earlier, which just has an economic background. Why are we studying these? I mean, aside from science, of course, we have to know the economic consequences of having these. Again, coming from the biosecurity side, we cannot trade if we have plants and if we have pests. So that's one of the challenges and opportunities. As I mentioned, and as Dr. Camille mentioned, we are always pushing for market access in order for our plant industry and our stakeholders to really benefit from agriculture. I hope they had their coffee this morning. Have you had your coffee? You guys okay? Please bear with me. Okay, so based on our regional reports in the plant industry, it is the brown planthoppers and green leafhoppers that has really affected our rice industries, and it has affected the yield or reduced yield by almost 70%. These greatly affect our exportable crops also, which includes okra, mango, and other high-value crops. We also bear in mind that with climate change, these could cause outbreaks and diseases. Indeed, we must work hand in hand to combat the leafhoppers and planthoppers in our country, and we need everyone's expertise in this in order to develop and upgrade our pest surveillance technologies, quarantine measures, and pest management control. The Crop Pest Management Division and the National Plant Quarantine Services of the BPI will be willing to work with you hand in hand in order to combat these insect pests and diseases. I believe that the output of this workshop is crucial in determining our next steps in advancement of managing pests and diseases from Auchenorrhyncha species. I was asking our pest management division chief, what would we really need in order to collaborate, or what would we need to encourage so that your findings and your research could be used. And I read in your objectives of the society or your association that it's really applied research. So we would like to let you know that we are open to this collaboration, whatever resource that you may have. And in this workshop, in this symposium, we would like to further collaborate with you. This is an important time for us because we are not only collaborating with the University of the Philippines, but with international universities and organizations. With this, we can use the vital information and insights that will be presented in this workshop for the improvement and adoption of new pest management strategies to be beneficial to our farmers and key stakeholders. Technologies such as our video tracking of insect resistance of leafhoppers, which is included in the sessions, will help farmers reduce the cost of controlling pests due to varietal resistance. Moreover, the sharing of knowledge, innovations, and ideas with our colleagues is vital in a powerful way to support peer-to-peer learning and discovery. Our Bureau is looking forward to collaborate and partner with you, highly esteemed research organizations and institutions like the Institute of Weed Science, Entomology, and Plant Pathology. It's also a tongue twister. And National Crop Protection Center, including research and epidemiology of hopper-transmitted viruses in relation with climate change, capacitation to our training on pest simulation and modeling, and pest and natural enemies identification and plant pest diagnosis, and many more. So Dr. Kawili and Dr. Sherry, of course, we are open to this. Furthermore, we'd like to learn the Institute's perspectives on mass production of biological control agents and integrated pest management strategies, and harmonize adaptable technologies with our current practices to improve our services. As a way forward, the BPI, which aims to upgrade our services through digitalization and pest surveillance, increasing pest awareness of farmers through massive conduct of webinars and info dissemination, strengthening assistance and association with our regional partners, such as the regional crop protection centers, the local government units, intergovernment agencies, and private industry in the areas of R&D, pest management, production, distribution of different PCAs could aid in faster detection and monitoring of pests and diseases. Consequently, we can immediately employ effective pest management strategies that will result in reduction of pest control inputs and reliance of farms to pesticide. Just a side note, most of our challenges in complying with our export market SPS measures is mostly on pests and diseases and the use of pesticides. So if you have research on that, it would greatly help our industry. So I would like to give thanks and appreciation, of course, to the directors and organizers of this workshop. Of course, our host institution, our Chancellor, Dr. Jose Camacho Jr., our Dean for the regional visit. Of course, SEARCA, Dr. Glenn Gregorio and Dr. Noor here. Our partners, Picard, led by Dr. Ray Bora, Dr. Thierry Purkuang, and of course, Dr. Sherry and Dr. Kawili, Dr. Marian. We are all open arms to this. We are not open arms to the pests and diseases, although the theme is Auchenorrhyncha without borders. But I hope in this week, we can learn a lot so that we can manage, we can survey, and better protect our borders from pests and diseases, but not limit our borders of thinking, of innovation, and collaboration. So with that, buhay po kayong lahat, and hope you have a successful weekend. Thank you.